Misty blue skies shroud the Chugiak Mountains, and we're here at Lee Jordan Field for the bottom of the first inning with Austin Barrick. I'm Jesse Cook. 0-0 the score. Drew Christo taking the bump for Matsu. His bright red mustache sitting underneath a pair of glaring eyes as he warms up with catcher Braden Rogers. This is the first time that those two have been a battery pair this season. Christo's first three batters in this Chugiak lineup are Austin Young, Ryan Callahan, and Ryan Leonasia. Leonasia has been the top hitter for this Chugiak roster ever since Ben Weaver left the team early. He was shut down by his college. Leonasia batting at a .302 clip. Austin Young, the catcher, he's got some votes for possibly the player with the most potential in the ABL as this season winds down. Matsu only plays 39 games, Chugiak 40, and we're winding down to that 39 and 40 mark here in Game 34.
Yeah, and it's the final home game for the Chinooks as well. Obviously, they're trying to fight for just to get into the playoffs after today. They depart for Kenai, and in that series, you figure they're going to have to win 4 or all 5 against the Oilers.
That's right. Very close in the standings this year. Matsu on top by half a game. Chugiak out of the last playoff spot by 2.5 games. Righty-righty matchup. Christo out of Nebraska settles on the hill. Into the windup, his first pitch to Young is a fastball low and away at 92 miles per hour for ball 1. Young out of Masters University. He's a native to Fresno, California. The 1-0. That's a ball just below the ankles. Young comes in with a .284 batting average, third on the active roster for these Chinooks. He's recorded only 7 RBIs. Usually batting out of the leadoff spot. The 2-0, he swings and pops it up behind first base and foul ground, and that ball is way out of play. So it's a 2-1 count now for the catcher. Young has been proficient when it comes to walks, with 26 of them on the year. It's important out of a leadoff man. Christo brings the glove to his belt and fires. Fastball misses up high, 3-1 count, a hitter's count for Young. And Drew Christo made wavelengths last week on Monday when he walked 0 batters in 7 shutout innings with 10 Ks. 3-1, he deals. Fastball misses up high, and the walkless streak has been broken.
Christo is a really fascinating pitcher. He's had 6 starts this season. 2 of them have been elite, 2 of them have been not very good, and 2 of them have been fine. So an interesting start here with a walk to lead off the bottom of the first.
Well, that walk ties Austin Young for first place in the league with walk with Caden Carpenter, Matsu's right fielder. Here's Ryan Callahan, the Chugiak left fielder. First pitch to the righty. This is up high for a ball. It's 0-0, bottom of the first inning. Matsu Miners Baseball Network, runner on first, nobody out for the home Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Righty-righty matchup, Christo and Callahan. Pitching from the stretch, he raises his knee and deals. That's popped up off the inside part of the bat to shortstop. Barreras lets it fall. He takes it off the hop, throws to second for 1, and Callahan jogged to first. So they take Young off the bases. A high baseball IQ play from Emilio Barreras.
Wow. That's something that we hadn't seen this season. We were talking about things we hadn't seen just a few days ago, and there we go, something new.
Yeah, Barreras was looking for the double play. He let the ball drop to throw to second, but Callahan followed up and ran to first. Young had to retreat to first to make sure he didn't get doubled up. Here's Ryan Leonasia, top hitter on this team, righty-righty matchup. Christo kicks and deals. Fastball swung on and fouled off to the right side. So Leonasia backs up his .302 batting average with 14 RBIs on the season. He's also drawn 15 walks, striking out 14 times. It's a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio for a batter. Christo sets his glove at his chin. He fires. Swung on, ripped down the right field line. That's fair, hugging the chalk. Carpenter chases it down in the corner. Callahan chases around third. He's motoring for the plate. Relay home. Throw to the plate. Not in time. 1-0 Chinooks. Leonasia doubles to bring home the game's first run.
That Chinooks extra base hit is brought to you by Trustworthy Hardware, your hometown hardware store. And that brings to the...
So Chugiak, who's in desperation mode to find themselves a spot in the playoffs, takes off on the right foot against the #1 team in the ABL. That brings up John Whitney, the left-handed hitting designated hitter who smashed a long home run for his first extra base hit of the year on Saturday against Christo's Nebraska teammate Will Rizzo. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch. This is high and away. Whitney bats a .250 mark this season, 11 hits, 44 at-bats. Only 4 RBIs for him. The 1-0. He swings and cuts it to the right backstop foul.
Sponsored by Carlson Law Group.
Whitney out of Samford University. He's a Florida native, and in high school he was a left-handed pitcher as well as outfielder, bringing that two-way player that Chugiak utilizes so well. Logan Mance, their first baseman, pitched the other day, so did Kevin Duran, their outfielder. 1-1 for Whitney. Runner on second, 1 away. The pitch. This is blown away outside. The Chinooks lead 1-0 after that Leonasio double that scored Callahan from first base. There's 1 away, 2-1 count for the lefty Whitney. Christo, the righty, comes set. He kicks and deals. Fastball high and inside, just missed. It's a 3-1 count, and every single one of Christo's fastballs have hit 89 miles per hour or better. 3-1 count. Christo from the stretch, runner off for third, swings, pops it up behind shortstop. Barreras chases back, but he's called off. Alex Vergara makes the grab, lunging in front of his left shoulder. There's 2 away, still 1-0 Chinooks, bottom of the first for shortstop Tommy Rover. Rover comes out of Fresno Pacific University, where he's a rising junior, and he's one of the few switch hitters in the ABL. Bats at a .217 line, hitting from the left side, back foot on the back chalk. First pitch. Fastball low and away, called a strike. 92 miles per hour from Christo. That's been a consistent speed for him in this first inning, hitting it 5 times. Runner on second, 2 away, 1-0 Chinooks, bottom of the first. Christo fires, swings and foul, tips it into Rogers' mitt. Braden Rogers told us that he likes catching faster pitchers because they're usually a little more precise, as opposed to the slow junk ball pitchers where it ends up anywhere. And Christo throws hard. Rover crowds the plate and chokes up an inch on the bat. Christo raises his glove to his letters, looks at second a couple times. He throws home. Swung on, drilled to straightaway center field. That's down for a hit. Tomlin lets it roll. Leonasio rounds third, and he will score. 2-0 Chugiak on the RBI single for Tommy Rover.
Right fielder from Angelo State University, number 5, Blake Wilhoit.
That brings up Blake Wilhoit, normally a catcher. Today he's playing right field because Austin Young is behind the dish. Wilhoit comes up on the left side of the plate. He's batting at .263 line, and that's a vast improvement from a couple weeks ago when he was hitting under that Mendoza line. Righty-lefty matchup. Wilhoit has 11 RBIs this season. First pitch. He swings, tags it down the first base line, but foul. 2-0 Chugiak in a high-powered first inning for the Chinooks. Something unusual for them, being the lowest scoring team in the ABL.
Not an unfamiliar spot for Matsu, though. At some point, the bats will come alive. 8 more innings to play with.
Could be the case. 0-1. Fastball high and away, called a strike. 0-2 count. Miners have only been shut out twice this season. Chugiak has yet to pitch a shutout, so you have to imagine that even if there is a first time for everything, that the law of averages would put favor for Matsu.
Absolutely.
0-2. Fastball up high at 94 miles an hour, but a ball. Rover on first. He singled home Leonasio after he doubled to right field to bring around Callahan. That's why Chugiak leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 away, 1-2 count. Christo, glove at the shoulders. He fires. Runner off for second. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the day for Drew Christo, and that ends the first inning, but not before the Chinooks add on 2 runs to take an early lead up 2-0. We move on to the top of the second. Matsu's got its 6, 7, 8 hitters in Tucker, Rogers, and Tomerlin. We'll be back.